Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today let's make an incline ice-dyed tank top. I prepped the shirt like normal and I have it turned inside out. I'm going to start by folding the bottom hem up to this armpit to find the center of this area. Then using a washable marker, I'm going to mark that spot. I'm going to use a piece of kite string and the same washable marker to draw an arc on the side of the shirt. I'm going to fan fold this line and then I'm going to tie it up with some kite string. I'm going to use kite string for this shirt because it will hold all of the folds tight, but it's not going to cause any of the white lines in the shirt that sinew would cause. For me, I prefer to use kite string, but you could use rubber bands for this design. Now I'm going to straighten the rest of the folds in this shirt and tie them with some kite string too. I set the shirt aside to tie up some other shirts, and by the time I got back to it, it was fully dry. By the way, this shirt is a 100% cotton ladies tank top. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I'm going to incline ice dye this tank top. So I've placed it inside of a piece of vinyl guttering, and I have one end of the guttering inside of a plastic container. I have the other end of the guttering hanging over the edge, which has the tank top at an incline. I have the area that I fan folded at the top of the incline. I'm going to add the dye over the top of the ice for this shirt. So I'm beginning by adding a layer of ice on top of the shirt. I just purchased some dye from Dye Spin, so I'm using a couple of the Dye Spin colors on this shirt. And I wanted to make it a little bit darker color palette. So I'm starting at the top of the incline with Huckleberry from Dye Spin, and I'm going to apply that color on the top 1/4 of the shirt. The next color is Shiitake Mushroom from Dharma. The next color is Dusty Purple from Pro Chemical and Dye. The first time I used the Dusty Purple, I was a little surprised when I opened up the dye container and the dye is actually green, but it makes some really pretty color splits. The last color is Wild Mushroom from Dye Spin. I'm going to add that on the last 1/4 of the shirt. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of dry soda ash over the top of the dye, and then set the shirt aside and allow the ice to melt. Once all the ice had melted on the shirt, I came back to check it and all the dye had come through to the back side of the shirt, so I just left it alone and allowed it to process for about 24 to 36 hours. Then to rinse the shirt, I took it to my utility sink and I began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out the soda ash. I untied the shirt and then gradually warmed the water up to hot to rinse out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. When the water was almost clear, I put the shirt into my washing machine along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent, and I washed it using a hot water cycle. Then after the shirt was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. So what do you guys think? I really like this tank top. I wanted a darker color palette, and I definitely achieved that look. I also really love the huckleberry from Dye Spin that I put at the very top of the Incline. I think that's just a beautiful color. Do you see what I mean too about the dusty purple? It went on green, but it does have a lot of purple. I mean, it didn't just stay green. I know it was a little bit shocking to me the first time I used it, but it really is a gorgeous color. I didn't get a good representation of what the wild mushroom from Dye Spin's gonna look like because it was at the very end of the Incline. So I think the color got a little bit muddied. But overall, I think it's a beautiful tank top. What do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. And I'd also appreciate it if you'd like my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.